Previously on the Half Pints. Corzin, Kithtrix, Milo, Eula, and Roshan had all met up on Roshan's farm to investigate the mysterious disappearances of farm animals that had been happening over the last several weeks. They were soon joined by Roshan's large and lovable dog, Lucky. Upon investigating the cornfields, the group stumbled across the remains of a goblin, long dead, most likely from the raids on the town that had happened a year ago. Stranger even than this, though, was the vast number of crows scattered around the cornfield, sitting, watching, waiting. They did not move as the children pushed past them through the field, as birds usually do. Milo took matters into his own hands and shook the cornstalk one of these crows was sitting on, triggering a hurricane of caws and feathers as all the birds took flight. But rather than fly away into the night, the murder gathered and rushed straight for Milo. And that is where we pick up our story. Eula, you are up first as the crows, this swarm of crows, begins to dive bomb your little group. What do you do?
Oh, I'm going to start playing really fast and cast Fairy Fire.
Okay. So you cast Fairy Fire on the group of crows up there. I believe that lights them all up.
Yes. Well, if they fail a dexterity save, they get lit up.
Correct. That is a natural 20 on their dex save. So they do not fail that.
I'll walk away, back up.
You'll back away, give yourself a little space between you and the group. Okay.
Yeah.
Corzin, you are next.
Where's the nearest crow to me, distance-wise?
They are, at this point, they're, probably within 10 feet of you. They're just starting to come down, the whole swarm of them, down on top of you all.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out a little makeshift dagger and make my way over there and just try to swipe at the swarm and see if I can hit one and get lucky.
Okay, so as the swarm comes down to meet you, you walk in with a dagger and swipe out.
A 9 on the first one.
You swipe out and you can't quite pick which one to try to go for, and your dagger misses the swarm.
So many birds!
Anything else on your turn?
I'll just stick where I'm at. I'm good.
Sounds good.
I'm happy.
Trix, you are up next.
Cool. Okay, I was going to suggest something. I'm usually that person that suggests something really weird. Is there... Okay, so since I have Artificer's Lore, and we're in, a farmland, right? That is currently being, farmed. Is there, any machines around for, the harvest or anything?
I'll say roll... I'll give you a quick perception check to look around and see in your vicinity if there's anything.
Oh, here it comes. That is a 3.
There is nothing. No machines that you can see.
That's fine. I will. So how about I invest in future tricks and I go try to find one. Can I go try to find one?
You start heading out to look in and look. Yeah, nope. You can use your movement to book it in another direction.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. You head in, I'll say you could either choose north or south, your discretion.
I'm cool with north.
Okay, so you head north in order to start to frantically look for something that you could put to use in this moment. And we'll see if you find anything on your next turn.
Okay.
All right. Milo, you're up.
Yeah. You said they're coming right at me? Do I even
they're
have
coming.
to move?
Nope, they're coming right at you. You are the target.
Fantastic. So normally really sort of distractible and a little off kilter. You see him take a deep breath and just sort of like set his stance, and then he goes into punch.
Nice.
Yeah. That is a 13.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh boy. Okay. Wow, max. So that's a 7.
Boom! A bunch of feathers go flying as you pop one of these birds and actually carry through and hit a second one with the same punch. And there's just a cloud of slow motion black crow feathers falling around you.
Yes. And then this says that I can use my bonus action to make another unarmed strike.
You can.
Is that correct?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Wowie. That'll be a 21.
That definitely hits.
And that's another 4 damage.
Boom! First strike. Second strike comes in with an uppercut, clips another bird that was trying to come at you from the side. You've just taken out several of these things that are now lying unconscious or dead at your feet. But that does bring us to the crows. The rest of the swarm, not put off by any of the other attacks, continues to make its way directly towards you. That is a 12 to hit.
Miss.
It misses. So the swarm comes down, and after being able to deliver 2 of these punches, you twist at the last second, and the swarm that would have come straight towards you just right by. That will bring us to Roshan.
Roshan just kind of has his stick with it. Like, he's just going to look around on the ground. Is there, like, a rock or a stick or something I can pick up and just kind of flail?
Out here, easy enough, yes.
All right, I want to grab a rock, pick it up, and just throw it.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Do I include proficiency with that? Because, I mean, technically it's improvised, but...
No, but I mean, you're a kid. Kids are throwing rocks all the time. I'll give you your proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
The curse strikes again.
Oh, no.
Well, it's a 10. It's
10 does
awful.
not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Misses the swarm.
Lucky runs off to chase it.
Lucky is not helping in this battle.
That's
no.
not what I wanted.
All right, that brings us back to the top of the round, unless you had any movement or anything you wanted to do.
I'm gonna just back up a bit. These crows are freaking me out. I don't want to get murdered.
Which brings us all the way back up to the top of the round and Eula. What would you like to do?
I go, wait, wrong song, and I change my chord pattern, and I start playing something else, and I cast Dancing Lights,
Okay.
and I make sure one heads Trick's direction, one's over us, and just 2 generally light up the area.
Perfect. Everybody's sight comes to you. Corzin, you get momentarily blinded, having the goggles of night on, but you're able to quickly enough pull them off and blink a couple times.
Okay, I'll give a bardic inspiration to Milo.
Why, thank you.
How do you inspire him?
You could do it. That's
Is
all.
that an extra D6? Is that
Yeah, an extra D6 on attack, saving throw, or
Ability check.
yeah.
Yeah. That brings us to Corzin.
I'm just gonna try to swing and see if I can hit him again.
Sounds
I'm kind
good.
of frustrated that I missed the first time, so let's see. 20.
That hits.
Let me roll some damage. For 7 damage.
Boom, this time the knife cuts through. It's a strange sensation, the blade hitting some sort of corporeal form. There's a little resistance, and then it slices through the rest of the way. But you are left with a little bit of a sticky dagger at the end of it. Trix, you are running to look for something to use, correct?
Yes, it would be dope if it could be some kind of farm equipment. I just checked, and I have a priest's pack, which
Okay.
has a sensor in it, and presumably I'm going to just have made my own sensor out of like an old necklace and something. But the point is, I am swinging it frantically around myself to knock as much corn down as possible,
Okay.
so that I can actually see and maybe run into something.
I will give you advantage on your perception check. Between the dancing light and clearing some corn, you can have advantage on that check.
Awesome, thank you. Okay. Woo! I don't think I add anything, so that's an 18.
An 18. Okay. So you look and you see in a little clearing, there's a small horse-drawn, kind of 2-wheeled cart. Some various tools and this 2-wheeled cart. There's no horse there. Looks like it had been left until the next day's work for whatever reason.
Important question. Where is Lucky?
Lucky has bolted a different direction.
He's chasing a rock. I missed a bird.
Okay. Is that the end of my turn?
No, I'll say that you can get to it on your turn. Is there anything that you want to start doing?
I want to see if I can like whistle and call Lucky.
Okay.
So that's kind of like my future if I don't have an action left, or if I do, then I do that.
I'll say that will be somewhere between the action and bonus action was your perception check, and the other one is this animal handling check to whistle and call for Lucky. So go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Okay. Please don't fail me, dice. I really want this to work. Okay. That's a 10.
Okay, we will see what happens with Lucky on your next turn. You whistle loudly. You think maybe he heard you. There's a lot of commotion going on right now.
Yeah.
So, all right, that brings us to Milo.
I heard you say there was a handful of birds left.
There are a handful.
Hope it fits
of
in
them.
this hand. And I will use my inspiration because that was not great. All right, that is character sheet. That's a 19.
A 19. You do indeed hit.
6 more points of damage.
The last few birds come flying towards you. Would you like to describe this killing blow to the swarm?
Yeah, I do like a real deep dig from underneath and just like pow, and they were sort of all flying like kind of in a stack, so I just like punch all of them up into one another.
Boom, 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 boom. Like different, like seeing something fall through the levels of an apartment building, but in reverse. You go all the way up with your fist. There's another kind of poof of feathers. It's a silent moment. All of a sudden, Lucky comes running by and heading in another direction. You're not sure why. But the field's
Can I roll a dex save to see if he knocks me over?
Sure, please do.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm not proficient in that. That's going to be 11.
11, you walk forward like, oh, Lucky, and boom, he knocks you flat on your butt.
Ow!
And he heads towards Trix.
Guys, that was so cool! You see what we did? That was amazing!
Yeah, it's more like what you did there. You just like punched like 5 birds at a time.
Yeah, but look at that. There's blood on your dagger, man. That's so cool!
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. Can I look at it? Like, can I inspect the dagger? Is there anything, is it, like, to see if it's actually blood or anything else? Like,
Hard to see very well in this moonlight, but you kind of turn your arm a little
You got
bit.
the
and
dancing light.
Dancing light's still
that's
up.
That's right. Very much red. That's very much blood on your dagger.
and so now I'm even more disgusted because I guess I was comforted in the fact that I didn't know what it was, and now that I definitely know it's blood, I'm like trying to wipe it, and it's on my hands, and I'm just like,
You ever
and I just
killed
put
a bird?
No, I just like stealing things, not killing things. Yeah, I'm gonna just stand back here for a minute. He kind of like just dips to the back. He's not comfortable killing stuff.
I'm still far away, right?
You are. Yep. Lucky has actually come
Okay.
to you, surprisingly enough. But he is there at the cart with you.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to this dog.
Okay.
I'm not to say he'll understand me, but I am going to lay out his job. Because I don't know. Everything has been completed over there. I'm just gonna be like, okay, Lucky, it's you and me. We have to help our friends. I guess you don't know most of them. You don't know me. But I'm definitely going to tie you to this this crop thing. And we're going to go save the day together. And that's what, and I'm going to attempt to get the dog hitched to this crop thing.
It's a little cart. It's a 2-wheeled cart.
A little cart.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to get him hitched to this cart.
Okay. Make a hitching check. I don't know what that would be.
Would that be okay? Okay, would it be an animal handling check?
Probably, because you got to get him kind of over and hold still and calm him while you're doing it. So yes, animal
And she's
handling.
so small. Okay.
So small.
Yeah.
Like there's a real element of almost having to like reach up to do anything with this dog.
Good luck, he's a monster.
Okay, 15.
15. Curious.
Not bad.
Okay. It takes a minute, and the rest of you kind of look over at one point and like watch her doing this. And it's tricky because all the equipment was meant for a horse. So you have to like double wrap some of the things around Lucky's torso. but you give it a little kind of a gentle but firm knot with the straps, and you feel like, yeah, you could probably pull this.
Awesome. So wait, we're in eye shot, so I can see that they've handily
Well, you
managed everything.
cleared a path with your sensor.
There is that, yes.
So you're a ways away, and maybe there's a little obscuring, but yeah, at this point, the noise has died down, and you turn around, and they're all kind of staring at you, wondering what you're doing.
She's like, I see the problem has been resolved. My bad. But we have a cart now with a dog on it to potentially assist us with future problems.
That was a great idea.
I don't know if there will be future problems, but I don't think a bunch of crows stole a sheep, so probably there are future problems.
I mean, I don't know. There were a lot of them.
After all the noise, Roshan is looking clearly nervous with the music and the lights and the barking dog and the crows. And he just goes, maybe, and he's like, scratches his arm a little, maybe we can take your sled thing over the hill and like take Lucky down the hill.
Wait, what if the crows are related to this whole thing? Maybe he can get a scent from this whole scene, or from, like, that dead goblin or something. Like, maybe he can pick something up.
Another clue.
I'm okay with that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go, Lucky, go.
Okay, so you're
I play Lucky a
you're
song.
having Lucky sniff the crows or the goblin?
Ooh, the crows, yeah.
The crows. Okay. You give Lucky one of the crows to sniff. He starts to move, but like he's got this cart attached to him, so he's like pulling real hard, moving real slow, trying to go a direction, and it's not turning very well. It's meant for a horse, not a dog.
Eula, play a song for the dog.
I start playing an encouraging song.
Guys, it looks like the dog's probably struggling with the cart. Do you want me to cut the rope?
He's having a hard time.
I mean, it's meant for like horses or mules, not really dogs. You want me to cut it? It looks like he's ready to go.
That's valid. That's valid. But also,
Don't cut it. It's expensive.
yeah.
Just untie him.
Okay.
I want to walk over and just start untying him.
Okay, easy enough to do. As soon as he comes free, Lucky begins to sniff around and just like find all the other dead crow bodies and kind of stops by each one, goes to the next, and just kind of spends the next 2 minutes like marking each one of the dead crows.
Guys, he's a retriever. He's gonna want a treat for every single crow.
But, like, only if he brings them back somewhere, right? He's just, like, sniffing them on the ground.
That's a good point.
You turn and he's standing there right there with one of them in his mouth.
Oh, crap.
I guess this plan didn't make a lot of sense.
Lucky, drop it. I'm like tapping him on the nose.
He drops
Ignoring
the crow. Kind of looks at you for a treat.
Who was
pick
supposed
up
to
a
bring the trail mix today?
Hold on, does my priest kit have trail mix in it?
The priest
We
can
have
no
rations.
Yeah, it does have rations, I guess.
I would say, being the precocious children that you are, that someone could probably dig into their pockets and find a little something or other.
A beef jerky.
Little pocket bacon. Yep. And with that, Lucky is appeased and kind of takes it, goes off.
Well, do you guys want to leave the cornfield, or do you think there's something else here we can find? I'm not really... I mean, there's a lot of dead stuff here now.
Roshan, you said you saw eyes. Where'd you see the eyes?
I'm gonna be honest. I saw them after I woke up from a nap. It was in the cornfield, though. My dad didn't believe me, and after I saw it, we noticed one of the sheep was missing for a while. We found him later, but my dad still doesn't think. He just thought I fell asleep and lost the sheep.
Roshan, you didn't just like rub your eyes too hard, right? And then you saw the little things, and you...
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
He has this like worried look on his face, and he starts rubbing his eyes really hard. Do I get any red dots?
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
I'm good at those. 17.
17? Nah, no red dots.
No, I just tried again. No red dots this time.
Okay.
I think it was real.
I had a thought. What if now the cornfield is cursed because of this, like, dead goblin guy? So, like, what if we put him to rest somehow with maybe a eulogy? You know what? I'm not as good with the puns as you, Eula, but, like, I tried.
Ah! That was good.
Oh my gosh, I'm done. That just hit me.
I'll give you a bardic inspiration later.
Thanks.
I can sing it a song, but I don't want to bury it.
Oh, no. I was like, maybe we could just, like, do a handy little prayer or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. What color is the goblin's eyes, by the way?
The eyes are gone. They have rotted away, as has most of the flesh, except some kind of dried patches of it. You do notice, though, kind of poking the body just a little bit more, and kind of looking around and brushing away some of the dirt, a couple interesting things. The first being that the goblins that you all saw a year ago in the goblin raid all seem to be outfitted with, like, basic, like, leather armor. This one seems, they're very rotted, but there almost seems to have, like, robes on. Like these deep red crimson robes. Very simple, very plain, nothing too ornate, but it's different garb than the ones you saw. You also do notice that there is a little bit of metal, like a little chain around the neck, like a thin necklace chain, and it goes underneath the dirt.
I'm gonna pull it.
You grab the chain, you pull it out, the body kind of cracks and breaks, you pull the chain through the neck. As it kind of breaks and dissolves, the head kind of falls over a little bit more, now not attached to the body anymore. But you do pull a fairly fine silver chain, and at the end, not set very well, almost kind of mangly, like attached to the end of the chain, is this uncut red, deep red, almost matte red gemstone.
I think I found a clue, guys.
I definitely want to take a look at that. Eula, do you think I could take a look at that?
Take it.
Take it? Okay. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'll hold on to it. I'm gonna like flip it over, take a look at it, see if I can see anything written on it. Like, I'm just curious, like maybe I'm trying to value it because I like to steal things.
Sure, yeah. Roll roll an investigation check to kind of look it over.
No, 6?
Not your night, no. Not yet, at least.
No.
Yeah, it's a silver chain, very poorly made, kind of like setting at the very end that's almost too small for the actual gem at the end of it. The stone itself you're not familiar with. You're not sure if it's a precious stone. It doesn't look very pretty, at least not at the moment.
Can I take a look at that?
Yeah, it looks pretty cheap to me.
So I apparently can, like, figure out not only, like, technological devices, but also, like, magic items and weird things like that. Mm-hmm. So is there any way I could roll history on this thing, or?
I would say go ahead and roll either an Arcana or Religion check.
Before she does that, I'm gonna give her bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna
and now
need
I
it.
just now got the eulogy pun. I was only pretending I got it earlier. I go, oh.
Thank you. Okay, what do I add? Oh wait, sorry, you said Arcana or Religion?
Or Religion, your choice.
Okay. So that is 16?
16, okay. While this doesn't trigger any sort of memory, there's no markings on it for like a temple it would be from, or a specific god, or even arcane symbols. Like, it's very plain. It is fairly common for there to be some sort of, like, for arcane practitioners or even religious, shamans, to have some sort of a talisman. This, combined with the ropes, fits the bill that this goblin may have been some sort of practitioner, whether quote-unquote divine or arcane. Talismans such as this have a variety of purposes. You do, after handling it for a while, get, and you've only experienced this once or twice before with like various magic items you've come across, not been allowed to handle very much because you're just a child, but there's this low vibration, almost this hum to it that you sense after holding it for a couple minutes. You do get the sense that this is some sort of magic item. What it is specifically, you're not sure.
Okay, it's magic. I can definitely say that much. So not as cheap as you were thinking, Corzon. Maybe.
It's okay. I'm just a kid. I don't know value things yet. I don't really have a lot to value, so it's fine.
No, that's totally cool. I meant to pitch it to you as like a good thing. It's like, oh, it is something valuable that you can potentially have.
Oh, I mean, I'll sell it if you want.
First I think it's needed to solve a mystery, but then after that.
Okay.
Can you, make a wish on it and get the sheep back? Is that how that works?
We could try.
We could try.
Yeah, she's gonna hand it to Roshan. Just be like, wish for your sheep back. There you go.
I close my eyes. Wait a second. 2 seconds. A minute passes, it's just dead silent. Did anything happen?
You must have had a lot of memories with that sheep.
Roll a religion check.
I'm gonna roll the religion check, but as you say that, while with my eyes closed, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know which sheep it was. And I am still cursed. I rolled a 6.
A 6. No, nothing comes to you. You're having a hard time even trying to get like a prayer like you would have been taught out right now you're just a little too distracted.
Yeah, this is not a wish rock. I think it's just or do I feel the vibration after holding it for a while?
You do, yeah. And this is not uncommon. This is, any magic item in this realm. There, if you focus and you look, it has there's a small hum that comes with it.
This feels like how bees sound. And I hand it back to Trix. I don't think it works that way. Then again, I don't know. Again, I don't know which sheep it was.
I was gonna say, Milo is looking at the robe on the goblin, and looking at the rock, and looking at the robe, and looking at the rock, and looks at Roshan.
This guy's got a lot of red on. Is that the same color red as the eyes you saw?
I look at Eula. It's a clue.
It is a clue.
As you're all standing there having this conversation and having this potential realization.
There's a lot of red things.
There's a lot of red things. You all, even with lower perception, notice just a little rustle in the cornfield to the north.
I spin.
Yeah, I'm gonna face that way and be like, yeah, everyone heard that, right?
Yes.
Go away from that, right?
Is Lucky here?
You look, Lucky is missing.
Save the dog, right?
We
Guys,
gotta save Lucky.
All right, it could. It. Roshan's panicking. It could be Lucky. It could be Lucky. Maybe.
Well,
It could just be Lucky running in the woods.
try calling him then.
He looks a little nervous. What if it's not Lucky? And then we whistle.
Then we are unlucky.
All right, Eula, you have DM inspiration. I'm sorry, that's just one too many good puns.
You wore him down.
Take a d6.
I think Corzon's just gonna call out Lucky, try to figure what's going on. So he's like, Lucky! Lucky! Come here, boy! Or girl, I don't know what you are. I didn't ask.
It's a boy.
Oh, come here, boy!
There's no response.
Oh no.
Well, then we gotta go find out what it was.
Go. I'll be right behind you.
Are you just saying that?
I'll be right behind you.
I'll be somewhere at some distance behind you.
Oh, right, you're so sneaky, I won't be able to see you. Okay.
Exactly.
Can I potentially grab something from that cart that is adjacent to a wait, hold on, what do I have? A battle axe? So it looks like it.
You grab a scythe off of the cart. It's a little big. It's meant for a halfling, but, and you're a gnome, but it's wieldable.
Okay.
All right, Milo, I'll be right behind you. I promise. I'm gonna just right here.
I'll be right next to you, or on your shoulders, however you prefer that going this time.
I mean, which did you prefer?
Either's good. If I'm on your shoulders, you can, throw me or something, which is cool. But right beside you is also cool.
Okay, yeah, whichever. That's fine.
And I'm gonna just start walking.
Okay. The corn is very tall. You all still cannot see, unless someone is on someone's shoulders, you still can't see around anywhere. So as you begin to head into the direction of this noise, you are heading fairly blind.
Okay, can I get on his shoulders then?
All right, so you stop, Milo. You scramble up onto the shoulders. It's a little heavier now and off-weighted with this giant scythe that Trix is trying to carry along with her.
Oh, you gotta hold it sideways like in the circus.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Go ahead and roll a perception check then, as you pop up just enough to sort of see over top of some of the corn stalks.
Well, that is a 7.
A 7. Okay. You look around, no more crows. So that's good. You look, you see corn, scarecrow, corn, scarecrow, corn, hole where a scarecrow used to be, corn, hole where a scarecrow used to be.
Oh no.
There was one there.
Oh, the scarecrows are evil. Oh no.
Guys, problem. There's a pole where a scarecrow used to be and is no longer. I am suspecting perhaps the scarecrow is among us.
Which one of you is it?
That's not the kind of among us I meant.
Roshan's eyes get really big and he just holds his stick and just like waves it at each person.
I don't think any of us really look like scarecrows, so I think we can just, safely say it's none of us.
That's
right?
something a scarecrow would say.
You're right, I got spooked.
You're right. So,
Yeah.
I'm not a scarecrow.
That's also something
That's
a
what
scarecrow would say.
say.
I've definitely been with you the whole time.
But you're sneaky. Wait, you're
He
sneaky.
did come out of the cornfield, though. Roshan, what was that scarecrow wearing?
All the scarecrows in your father's fields have just like almost like burlapped sort of like pseudo clothes, and they have like comically large straw hats.
Okay, so normally dad's old flannel shirts, they stuff full of hay, and then they put a hat on there, and my eyes go up. Am I the scarecrow? Guys, am I the scarecrow?
I think you
Yes.
are.
Eula, you said you had taken your lights down?
Yes.
I take the hat off and throw it on the floor.
It's about this time that all of you suddenly hear...
Oh no, lights back
and then-
up.
And, okay. And there's a rustle in the corn, and then it goes silent again.
Okay.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
You all looking around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely searching for something.
Okay. Corzin, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please.
17 on the first one. 19 on the second one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like more scared.
There's another moment of silence. Milo, could you make a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please?
I will try. Oh god, off the table. That's an 11.
An 11? Okay. Mm-hmm. Another moment goes by. Silent. Y'all still just standing there, looking out.
I imagine we're like backing into like a circle with our shoulders against one another. Yeah.
Are you, Trix, are you still on top of Milo's shoulders?
Yeah, sure.
As you're on a head on a swivel and you're looking about, all of a sudden all the poles have scarecrows on them again.
The scarecrow went back to its pole. I don't, which one was the one that was vacant and now has a scarecrow on it? Which one is that?
Make a history check.
Oh,
You've been a little disoriented as you've been moving about to try and remember. It's a big field with very little markers.
Would you look at that? It's another lucky number 7.
Okay. You're not quite sure.
Roshan, how many scarecrows did you have? And do you remember, if you remember?
I don't know. I helped my dad make them and it took us like all day.
Okay, so there's probably more than just the one, for sure. There's gotta
Wait.
be.
It went back. Are we near any scarecrows?
A couple of them are within, 60, 80 feet. Trix, you do a quick scan, you see 3 scarecrows in the nearby vicinity. All
Okay.
pretty much identical, all hanging there on their poles, motionless. Trix, can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw? Not with advantage.
Okay, I do not think I add anything to that. Hold on. And it's not magic?
Not, see here. It is magic, yep.
Oh, okay.
So you would have advantage?
Okay, yes. Which is good, because that was not great. That was even worse. That is a 13.
A 13? Okay.
Eula, your music is wonderful, but I hate everything about what you just did.
Oh, sorry. That was the scary song.
Yeah. Oh, it's
gotta-
scary.
I played to the theme.
You play a scary song when you're scared, and that makes it better?
Yeah?
He just has this confused look on his face.
You're not a musician. You don't understand.
Do you guys want to stay here? I don't know. I kind of don't want to be here. If there's the scary things over there, I gotta go. Like, we should not be here.
We should vacate.
There were crows, there's the scary stuff, there's dead people, gems that aren't worth anything, but then maybe are worth something. Unless someone has a better idea, I'm kind of scared right now.
Did any of you tell anyone that we were meeting up?
No.
Because I was just thinking, if I wanted to play a mean joke on somebody, I would take a scarecrow down and then sneak up on somebody and make some noise and then real quick put it back.
Eula, can you roll a wisdom saving throw with advantage?
I'm going to use that GM inspiration for a 10.
A 10. Okay. There's a weird sense that all of a sudden comes over you.
Ooh.
And you would shiver, but you can't move. You feel paralyzed with fear. And you freeze. The rest of you all of a sudden hear. And there's a rustle through the corn stalks. And all of a sudden a shape bursts out of the corn stalks behind you all and comes rushing straight for Eula. Eula, as you stand there frozen in fear, the rest of you turning to see this shape emerge from the cornfield behind you. You all ready your weapons, your makeshift weapons, and your fists and everything. But you didn't see this thing coming. And it moves fast, and it is going to get a swipe as a surprise round against Eula. That is a natural 20.
Oh, no! No!
No! Are we gonna become scarecrows?